Welcome to Techi. In this video we will learn how to configure SMTP Anonymous Relay. First of all, I would like to tell you that never configure your Exchange server as an open relay, because when you configure your server as an open relay, it is a very bad thing for the messaging servers. If by mistake you configure the server as an open relay, it can be used by the spammers to send emails through your server, even by your email address, to any email address. If we see this image, if any user from the internet connects to your Exchange server and try to send an email message to any other user which does not belong to your organization, he can send messages to that user, which will detect your server sending as a spam messages, and your IP will be marked as a blacklist, and other email provider will put your email in a spam, which is not good. On the other hand, anonymous relay is a common requirement for many businesses. You may have your web application, database servers, monitoring application, or any other network devices such as printer that generates alert messages for administration or any other purposes. Whenever you feel this requirement, you need to be alert that you may not configure your Exchange server as an open relay. We can safely achieve this in the Exchange server by configuring the anonymous relay by creating a dedicated receive connector in the front end transport that are allowed to anonymously relay messages securely by allowing their IP only to send messages. For example, you want to configure your printer to send messages to the internal user or an external user. We can configure a receive connector on our Exchange server to just allow this printer IP to send messages, so that email can be sent in a secure way. So let's go to the server and see how it works. So right now we are on our server. If we go to the Exchange server and go to the mail flow, inside the receive connector we do not have any additional SMTP relay connector. First of all, let's go and connect to the this IP, that is another device, and here I will try to telnet the Exchange server. Let's do the telnet. I will use port 25, and you can see it is connected, and if I type EHLO, you can see the response from the Exchange server. If we type here mail from abc at anydomain.com, you can see the sender is okay. And if we type recipient as any domain like test at gmail.com, it will throw an error. See, you can see the SMTP unable to relay to recipient in non-accepted domain. It recognizes it as a non-accepted domain, so it will not relay the message to this domain. Right now the server is not configured as a open relay, neither the anonymous relay. So let's try to create a receive connector so that we can configure the anonymous relay for this device. And the IP of this device is 192.168.2.60. So let's go to the Exchange server and try to configure the anonymous relay for this IP. We will go to the receive connector and click on add. Here we type the name as a anonymous relay. We will select the front end transport, and here we will have to select the custom to allow the application relay. Click on next. This is network adapter binding. Keep it as default. Click on next. Here we have all the IP addresses. If we configure this and we click on finish, it will configure it as an open relay. So we have to delete this from here, and we will add a new IP, and in this way I will allow only this device to send an email, like only this device can anonymously relay the messages 2.60, and I will save this. So now only this device can anonymously relay the messages. If we put the all IP addresses, that means it will be configured as an open relay. We do not want that. So let's click on finish. So now you can see the anonymous relay has been configured on this front end transport. So now we have to configure the permission for anonymous relay on the dedicated receive connector we have created by the name of anonymous relay. So we have to run these commandlet set receive connector anonymous relay permission group anonymous user. So I will run this commandlet in a Exchange management shell. It ran successfully. Let's try to run this commandlet. It allow the permission, and this one is for configure the connection as a externally secure. So we will run this commandlet as well. So all the three commandlet has ran successfully. If you want to verify that, you can run this commandlet get receive connector anonymous relay format list enable transport role binding remote IP ranges. You can see the remote IP ranges is only 192.168.2.60, and if you want to check the permission, you can see the anonymous relay accept any recipient. So we have successfully configured the SMTP anonymous relay and we have provided the permission as well. So let's check it now. Let's go back to the same device. Let's try to connect it again. Telnet mail.cwp.inside, that is a local domain on port 25. You can see the connection is made. Now if I type mail from abc at anydomain.com, you can see the sender is okay. And if you type recipient to, it can be any email address like xyz at gmail.com. You can see the recipient is okay. Earlier it was sending an error, but now the recipient is okay. And if you try to send an email, you can send an email as well. I have opened the another command prompt, and here I am trying to send an email from this info@techiject.com. The sender is okay, to administrator at cwp.inside. The recipient is also okay. We will type data subject test email, and I will type the subject testing relay connector, and you can see the email has been sent, queued mail for delivery. So this email has been sent by the relay connector. So if we check on our exchange the mailbox, this is the administrator mailbox, you can see, and here we have an email from info@techiject.com. So we have successfully received our email. So this way the anonymous connector works. I hope the video was informative. Let's meet in a next video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon to get notified whenever I post new content.